runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Get up! Gun. Wait! Ready, go!
Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 43 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gostkowski the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He spins free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Open man left side is Gronkowski. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. From midfield, here's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out come the Falcons now. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Wide! Wide! Shadow!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. 20. Wide open, Gronkowski. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 42 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Let's go on. No, 66.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.